family partied while I was in surgery. My reply left them silent. I've always been the reliable one. The guy who shows up early, remembers birthdays, bails my sister out when she's broke. I thought that meant something. Turns out I was wrong. It started with emergency appendix surgery. I woke up at 6 a.m. with stabbing pain in my side. By noon, I was in the ER being prepped for immediate surgery. I texted the family group chat, "Hey, I'm in the ER going into surgery in an hour." My mom replied with a thumbs up emoji, a thumbs up. My dad said nothing. My sister wrote, "OMG, good luck," then posted a selfie from brunch 2 minutes later holding a mimosa. Nobody came to the hospital. Not during surgery, not after. I kept checking my phone thinking they'd show up eventually. Instead, I watched the group chat blow up with photos from a barbecue at my parents' house. They were laughing, eating burgers, having the time of their lives. My sister held her new puppy. My parents smiled like it was the best day ever. Not one person said, "We miss you." Not one person FaceTimed to check in. I was sitting there hooked up to an IV, staring at photos like some stranger looking through a window. My mom even commented on a video, "Best weekend ever, best weekend ever." While I couldn't reach my water cup without tearing my stitches. Day 3, I stopped hoping they'd come. Then my phone exploded with 47 missed calls. When I finally answered, my mom sounded frantic, but she wasn't asking how I was. She wanted me to transfer money from our emergency account. My sister needed it for her Greece trip. I checked the account. They'd already taken $2,300 without asking. Money I'd been saving for months that was supposed to cover emergencies like, I don't know, unexpected hospital bills. The next day, my sister FaceTimed me from the airport. She was grinning, waving her passport. "Thanks for covering the hotel. I'll pay you back eventually. Love you, bye." She hung up before I could respond. Meanwhile, I'm getting calls from the hospital billing department. Even with insurance, I owed thousands. The exact amount they'd taken would have covered it. Then came Sunday. Dad texted, "Where were you tonight? You really disappointed your mother. We counted on you to bring dessert." Counted on me. Like I was some caterer who failed to deliver while they'd taken my money and partied without me. That's when something inside me snapped. I spent the next week documenting everything. Every transfer, every Venmo, every text asking for help. I made a spreadsheet. 3 years of transactions. Roof repairs, my sister's car, dad's business expenses, the Greece trip. Total, $67,000. They invited me to Sunday dinner to talk about my attitude and the distance I was creating. When I walked in, everyone was there. Mom, dad, my sister, my cousin, even my uncle. This wasn't dinner. This was an intervention. Dad started, "This distance isn't healthy. Your sister feels like you're punishing her." My sister jumped in. "You've been so cold. This is supposed to be a happy time for me and you're ruining it." I let them talk. Let them air every complaint about how I was withdrawing and acting superior. When they finished, I pulled out a folder. "Are you done?" I asked quietly. I laid the spreadsheet on the table. "This is what I've contributed to this family over 3 years. $42,763. And you know what I got in return? Not one hospital visit. Not one meal dropped off. Just more demands." I slid out the receipts, screenshots, bank statements. "You want to talk about me holding grudges? This is why. And I'm done." My sister turned red. "You're being dramatic. This is family. Family goes both ways," I said. "You made it clear you only see me as a wallet. So no, I won't be helping anymore. The way I had to figure out getting home from surgery alone." The silence was thick. Finally, Mom tried. "What about the cabin taxes? We can't cover them without you." I looked her dead in the eye. "Then sell it." Dad went pale. "That cabin was his pride and joy. I'm not paying for something I don't use," I continued. "If you can't afford it, let it go, but you won't make me responsible anymore." I stood up, gathered my papers, and walked out. 2 weeks later, my cousin texted, "They listed the cabin for sale." I poured myself a drink and felt nothing but relief. That cabin had been a symbol of obligation for years. Letting it go felt like dropping a weight I'd carried on my shoulders my entire life. My sister called one last time, tearful. "Can we go back to normal? I need rent money." "No," I said calmly. "I'm done, for real this time." She hung up without saying goodbye. That was the last time she asked.